X-Men Part 2. Big thank you to all of you that are watching this. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know how we're doing. And also, at the end of this video, we'll tell you why being a subscriber to this channel has its benefits. Alright, this is part 2. Go check out part 1 if you haven't seen it. And then come back here and we'll continue this awesome wave. Longshot's left eye grows brightly when he's about to unleash his superhuman powers. Longshot also has the ability to read psychic imprints that people leave on objects. This phenomenon is known as psychometry. Look, I got him out of the package. You've already seen the packaging, so let's get going here. This is Longshot. We've seen this guy before. In fact, go check out our Mojo 3-pack, and we'll compare the two later on and see what's the difference between the two. The articulation is basically the same. There's no difference between the two, but just for the sake of you guys, I'm going to quickly wrench this guy around. So head is on a ball hinge. You can get up and down, left and right. He's got a nice mullet right there, but it doesn't impede his head movement, so that's good. Even the collar, there's enough space there to get him up and down, left and right. So that's nice right there. And then shoulder, it's on a hinge. No butterfly joint, unfortunately. So minus a million points for that. Bicep swivel, it's become a standard now where I expect all the male and female characters to have bicep swivel. If they don't, it's an epic fail for me. Double elbow, same thing. Better have double elbows in all the female and male characters. This should be the standard stuff going forward for Marvel Legends figures. The wrist, it's got on a hinge and you can rotate around, so that's good. The upper body area for swivel, there is none, but there's an ab crunch right there. And then look at this pose, look at that. And then you got the waist swivel, that's nice. For the lower part of his body here, he does have a thigh cut, you can see right there. And then he has double knees. This guy, I really love his articulation. It's very smooth. Nothing gets in the way of, getting his legs all the way to the back here or his arms. It's really, really nicely done. And then he does have a boot cut, so you can swivel the boot area around. And then for the legs, he does have up and down hinge, and then you can go left and right. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Standard stuff here. Overall, decent articulation for this guy. Not too bad. Aesthetic wise, well, typically I just have the figure here by itself, but I decided to bring in the Longshot that I got from the Mojo 3-pack. There is differences between the two of them here, and I want to show that quickly. So right away, the eyes area, you could see that the retro carded one right here has that glow that he has from his powers, while this one does just have a regular eye. There's no glow to it. And then also the star on his chest. The Mojo 3-pack is the white star, white color star, and while the retro one here has the yellow colored star. So in terms of all his straps and his belt, all that stuff that's on him, leather-wise, it's on the one in the retro is almost a reddish tint to it. It's a dark brown with a little bit of red in it. And the one with the 3-pack, the Mojo 3-pack, it's a brown color. You can see the slight change of color. We're in a bright lit room here so that you can see it clearly, but it's not a huge difference. It's very, very close. Other than that, there isn't any other differences between the two of them. Hands, well, he comes with a pair of hands here. One is an open hand and the other one is a closed fist hand right here. Merce, bag, satchel, whatever you want to call it. This guy comes with one. The Mojo 3-pack Longshot does not. Knife. Everybody needs a knife. And Longshot has got his best Crocodile Dundee knife. Phoenix. We finally got a Phoenix, huh? Whew, the Dark Phoenix is finally here. Backstory on her, possessed by one of the old cosmic entities of the universe. Good old Jean Grey already has awesome psionic powers, were enhanced even further when she got the Phoenix power. The downside to all of this is it drove her insane and gave her a lust for destruction. If you want to know more about our crazy story, I suggest you read some of the comics from the X-Men Phoenix Force, because it's really cool. Articulation wise, let's go through it right here. She's got this massive hair, so let's see. Head is on a hinge. You got no problems getting up and down, left and right, should be fine. And then for the shoulder area, you have the shoulder on a hinge with a bicep swivel right there. And then for the elbow area, you have double elbow right there. And the wrist is on a hinge, and then you can swivel it around. For the middle part of the body, the diaphragm at the top here, you can swivel it around. For the waist area, there is no waist swivel at all. For the leg, you have thigh cuts right there on the side. You can see the thigh cut. And then for the legs, you have double knees. There is no boot cut, obviously. And then you have the ankle up and down, left and right. You can move it around. Let's talk aesthetics here. She has obviously been done before. There was a 2-pack with Cyclops that was an exclusive. In Canada, it was a Toys R Us exclusive. I actually have one, and we'll check it out and compare it with this one in a second here. But this one is for the new collectors or people that have, didn't want to pay $200-300 on eBay for the old Phoenix. This one is quite different, very vibrant, and it could be a positive for some people or it could be a negative. I do like the look of her eyes. There is some shadowing going on the eyes to give it that menacing, evil look. The hair, it's got a nice dark red to it with some black wash, which is really cool. The yellow and the red. I love bright colors, but sometimes a character is too bright, and this might be one of them. The hair is dark with the black wash, but the actual outfit is just way out there in brightness, and I don't know if the two gel for me. Alright, so we got the old Phoenix right here and the new one side by side. Having them side by side, there is obviously a distinction in color. This one is that bright, vibrant like I was talking about. This was a more of a burgundy gold look. The hair on this one has a bit of a glow to it in the back there. You can see it goes from dark burgundy, almost brown, to a lighter red at the very end. And I kind of like that effect. It's cool. She does have to have that glow to her because she's obviously a phoenix in fire, right? So she's got to have that fiery look to her. The only thing that I don't like about this figure here is it's an older figure, so it doesn't have the modern updated articulation this one has. Like, for example, the double elbows, the bicep swivels. This one has it, or this one does not have that. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is this is also pinless. There's no pins on her, where this one has pins. This also came with additional heads, whereas this one did not come with any. Even the belt slash robe, whatever you want to call that, it's on opposite sides for these two. This one has a printed Phoenix emblem, where this one has sort of like a belt buckle that's molded on. So there's a difference there. The paint on the chest area, this Phoenix one is shorter, whilst the other one is a little bit longer. The tail is a bit longer. So there are some subtle differences in the way they style this as well. I mean, I'm glad to have both of these guys. They're good in their own rights. I do love the color of the dark, burgundy with the gold, and the hair is that glowing effect. I do like the older Phoenix, but I can't deny engineering. The new, the sculpting and the new articulation for this Phoenix is just so much better than the old one. I'm just happy for the new collectors who didn't get a chance to get the old one. Now they can have a Dark Phoenix in their collection, and who doesn't want a Dark Phoenix? She's such a badass character. And so kudos to the Marvel Legends team for bringing her out again. Accessory wise, she just comes with 2 open hands here. She also comes with the Phoenix that you can put on her hand, the Phoenix Flame, to give her that effect that she has always. I kind of wish they would have given us a little bit more. I would have loved to see a couple more Phoenix Flames around her, maybe on the leg area or something. Finally, the last figure in the wave, and I saved, I think, the best for last. This is Spiral right here, and I'm spiraling out of control of excitement here. I've been waiting for a long time to get this figure. She's really expensive in the market, the old figure, and when they announced that they're going to bring this out, I'm like, yes, because she's probably one of the last pieces I needed in my collection for Marvel Legends. There are a couple more, but she's the one I was been wanting for so long, and I almost pulled the trigger last year on buying one. I'm glad I didn't. I had the patience, and voila, she's right here. I already picked up 3 of hers because I needed 2 more just in case I damaged this one by accident. So, woo, yes. Okay, let's get into how awesome she is. So a little quick backstory on her. Her history is a bit complicated and messy because of time travel. But you all need to know that she is Mojo's loyal servant. A warrior that Mojo sends out throughout time and the multiverse to do his bidding when necessary. That's how cool she is. Aesthetic wise, mwah, this is awesome. I love it. And I don't care what anybody else thinks. Okay, she might not be perfect for you, but she's perfect for this guy right here. The blue is nice, the silver is good, the hair is nicely, painted. I love a little bit of I think there's a little bit of a black wash to it, so it's nice. The bottom part right here, this reminds me of the Black Cat from Marvel Legends. I believe they're reusing that. That's okay. The hands, okay, they're all nice. The silver is cool on these guys. Man, it's just, it's great. I'm super happy with this. So articulation wise, head is on a ball and a hinge, but the hair kind of restricts it from going back. You can turn it left and right without the rest of the body moving. Can't get much because the front hair here and the back hair, it's a lot of restriction here, but that's all you can get right here. The upper shoulder area here, you have shoulder hinge, and then you have bicep swivel. Bicep swivel for each hand, so every hand has bicep swivel. Okay, so you're getting 3 bicep swivels on each side, and then you have double elbows for each hand. So there you go, you got double elbows for each hand. Flexing, baby, flexing. And for the wrist, you have a wrist hinge and swivel for each hand. So all the hands have the latest upgrade, so it's really cool. You do have a diaphragm swivel, so you can get it around, punching and everything. No waist swivel. Do have a thigh cut here. Double knee right here, so it's good. You have ankle up and down hinge. There is no boot cut here, so that's unfortunate. I would have loved to have a little bit of a boot cut here. Accessory wise, she comes in open hand right here. She also has an open hand that I put on her robotic arm, but I'll just show you the closed fist right here as well. So she does have an open hand for that. The accessories are awesome. There are 6 blades right here. You've got the 4 samurai silver blades, and then you got this one right here, barbaric type of gold blade, and then you have another golden axe maybe. But overall, yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm glad they gave us the accessories. She looks great with them. All right, here it is, your 2022 Uncanny X-Men retro carded wave. The worst figure out of this 6 right here is got to be, for me, Multiple Man here. I don't really care for this look. It's just not doing it for me. I like the other one with the trench coat. That's a cool one for me. But it's hey, if you don't have Multiple Man, at least you get this one. Wolverine right there is probably just. I love Wolverine. That's why it gets a little bit of a smudge higher than Multiple Man. But I've got a million Wolverines. I don't mind this color. It's nice. It's cool. But yeah, you've got a Wolverine in your collection, so it doesn't really give you that wow factor, like excitement that you finally got this figure in your collection. So these two are sort of the bottom of the barrel. They're not terrible figures. I just think, if you're comparing with the 6 here, these two are at the bottom. That being number 6, this being number 5. Number 4, I would say, is Longshot here. I already have them in the Mojo wave. I know this one has the cooler effect of the eye there, which is really nice. But essentially it's the same figure as the Mojo 3-pack wave. Number 3 on the list is got to be Phoenix for me. I like it. It's great. I already have the other one. There are some things I like about her, some things I don't. Overall, it's nice to have that in your collection. And I'm happy for new collectors. Like I said, they get a chance to have this Dark Phoenix. Number 2 is got to be Avalanche for me. I know I pooed on this guy a little bit because of the silver, and that still holds true. I'm not a fan of this silver. It's very marbly and not mine. I would have preferred a more darker silver, a flatter look to it. It would have been nice. The head is a little bit chunky. The helmet is actually a little bit bigger. Maybe that's the comic book look. I don't know, but I'm happy to have this guy. It's the first one in my collection, so that's why he's catapulted to number 2. These two are very close. I was gonna, I flip back and forth to these two, so they're very close in my ranking. He just gets the nod because it's the first one in my collection. And number 1, there was no contest. It was this beautiful figure and then the rest. If you have to pick up just one, if you only have money to buy one from this wave, Spiral is the one to get. She is just phenomenal. She's awesome. She's very hard to get the old one from. So this is the one right here. This is the best figure in this wave for me. Maybe not for you, but for me, this is the best figure. The accessories, the look, everything. She's great. The only thing I would have loved to have on her is the boot cut. There is no boot cut on that. That's the only thing that I would have loved to get. Oh, and maybe a waist swivel. But hey, aside from those two little things, this is such a great figure. Look at all the accessories, all the swords here. Phenomenal, top notch. Overall, this is a great wave. I think there's a lot of good stuff here, a lot of new figures here, a lot of old figures that are hard to attain. So I think they did a good job, the Marvel Legends team. Kudos to you guys for dropping this really hot wave near the end of the year, where we're already spending a lot of money on Christmas gifts. But hey, if you have an X-Men fan or a Marvel Legends fan, this could be a great package to get for them. Any one of them would be great, but get the whole wave for them. They'll love it. As I mentioned earlier in the video, we appreciate each and every one of you guys, and one of the things I love doing is giving away prizes. So we're giving away this prize in the month of December. There we go. I'm not gonna hurt him. This is a Fortnite shark. It's a badass shark. He's got a ton of accessories. You can open him up, get all the accessories out of there, and if you're on the go, you can put it back in. So if you're a big Fortnite fan or you're a collector of really cool things, this shark is awesome, and we're giving away to one lucky member. All you gotta be is a subscriber. Leave a comment. Let us know that you want this guy, and we'll send it out to one of you guys. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Have yourself a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.